The project began with Mahowald Plaza trying to think of something to do in Mahowald Plaza. They had originally planned a sculpture in the space and didn't like what was proposed originally, and so they started talking to me about some different ideas, and they really wanted granite, and we tried doing some designs in granite, but when we priced them out, all of them were coming in at outrageous amounts of money that the financial partners didn't have to invest in the project at that point. And so we started talking about maybe doing ceramic tile or glass tile and doing a sculpture through the Paramount Arts Center that we would actually produce. And so I was able to go to a architectural ceramic tile workshop with Peter King down in Pensacola, Florida, and I started to realize the scale that was possible with tile and doing architectural ceramics. And at the same time I started getting really interested in mosaic, glass mosaic. And so combining the two ideas was a natural for me in that I'm a sculptor. I love to sculpt in clay. The glass provided some really interesting new ways of working personally. And so I proposed to do a ceramic and glass installation here, and they agreed to make the initial investment of the money and to allow me to develop an idea over time. And so I was able to write the grant to CMAB to fund the rest of what I thought I would need. The grant was approved, and so I started the planning process in earnest and realized that ceramic tile can only be applied to a flat surface. You can't apply ceramic tile to a curved surface. And when doing something in regards to the river, a flat surface just didn't seem right. So I started to explore different options for us, realizing that a cement substructure would allow us for a curved surface where I could do a more organic form. And so we went to River Falls, Wisconsin, and the CMAB granted me a development grant to go and study with Wouterina de Reed in River Falls to learn the cement process, whom my mosaic mentor, Shara Frank, had gone to study with, and she recommended I go to that. And so I brought a crew of artists with me that were to be helping with this project. And so we went, we learned the cement and lath process, and then I was able to create the mock-up during that workshop. The mock-up was approved right about the time when I received a McKnight Foundation Individual Artist Grant from the Central Minnesota Arts Board, which is, you know, kind of, it's been very serendipitous, very wonderful, in that the CMAB has supported me in so many ways, through project grants, through the Paramount Individual Artist Award, the Professional Development Awards, to go to both Peter King and Wouterina de Reed. So the CMAB has been very involved indirectly in the success in making this project possible. And so we got the final design okay, and we were able to start design in earnest in August this year. It took a lot of prep. And so in August I began with the steel armature and welded that steel armature in my neighbor's garage with my neighbor. He was a mill worker that was laid off, and he had every toy possible for welding, and so I was able to go over and work with him to design and fabricate the metal armature inside. And then we brought it over, we had it installed in the footing, we applied the metal lath, which is a stucco process that I learned from Wouterina. There's about 1.5 inches of cement applied to the lath, and now the glass process, application of the glass started in August to, we had fiberglass mesh, and we applied 14 feet of glass to this mesh. I had 5 or 6 volunteers working every day. We've been working from 9 to 5 on this project every day for 6 weeks now. The volunteers used Bailiff Theo's painting of Ferry Point up north of Sartell, and we designed the glass work on Bailiff's painting. And so it's the image of the river, the sandbar, the reflection of the sky and the water, and we were really inspired by his use of color in that painting. And so we were able to fabricate most of the glass in the studio onto sheets, onto panels, 12 by 12 panels. We then brought it out here, and my tile installer, Lefty, it's Lefty's tile installation. He is able to do tile, like art installation. He's one of the few tile installers I know that partners with artists on a regular basis. And he was able to help us get all of the tile installed to the cement. And so he's gone now today, and I'm finishing the horns, and we're almost complete. We have left, we've got to do the rest of the glass application. It'll have a black grout surface, which will make the tiles just pop. The light colors are brought out in such a beautiful way when you do a black grout. And the dark glass will have a deeper, richer feel. And so we're hoping the unveiling is on Thursday at 3:30.